Hello and welcome to everyone. I spent another edition of AEW Dynamite Out of 10. And of course, it's a massive episode of AEW Dynamite tonight because it's the first episode since Samoa Joe became world champion. And we also saw, of course, the Devil reveal and Adam Cole being revealed as the Devil, the man who's been attacking MJF all along. So, yeah, AEW Dynamite, unsurprisingly, this week kicked off with Samoa Joe cutting a promo moments after his main event victory at Worldsend. But following that, it was Adam Cole who led the newly titled Undisputed Kingdom to the ring just days after betraying MJF to explain his actions. He did use the generic reason of needing to loosen MJF's grip on AEW, then laid out the next few months of TV, pointing out that Taven, Bennett, Wardlow and Strong will be targeting different titles. He issued a word of warning for Joe and appeared to be ready when Switchblade Jay White interrupted, taking exception into the beatdown and left him lying backstage at the star of the Devil's Mind Games. The Acclaimed then joined Bullet Club Gold, chasing the heels out of the ring and standing tall, and the trio of Bowens, Caster and Billy Gunn seeking some revenge for what White did as well. So yeah, interesting dynamic there. It was an interesting start to the show as well. Cole, as always, a great heel promo. He excels in this role. The reasoning was role one dimension and kind of all over the place, but I think the segment did a good job. Adam Cole's great on the mic. So yeah, I think that will really work. And a teaser of Acclaimed and Bullet Club Gold joining forces to fight the common enemy was a nice bit of business and potentially intriguing. So yeah, I think definitely an intriguing few months coming up on AEW TV with this storyline. Next up, we got Orange Cassidy versus Dante Martin. Cassidy successfully retaining the championship in a solid match following the trios match on Rampage. Martin attempted to answer the champion's mind games with some of his own, but Cassidy did not blink, hitting some faster high offense, but before rocking him with the orange punch for the hard-fought win. A messy post-match involving Hook and Danhausen gave way to the return of Private Party, who vowed to take over the tag division. The match was good, and the return was a nice moment for Private Party, but it remains to exactly see how committed the booking team kind of really are to them, because they have been underutilised. But I think, yeah, the OG entrance, etc. I don't know, I'm hopeful they can do something here, because, yeah, I really enjoyed Private Party. But, yeah, this was good stuff. Gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Great match, and I think, yeah, a solid post-match angle too. And, yeah, of course, result. Moving on then to Mariah May versus Queen Aminata. And Mariah May made her first in-ring appearance in AEW this week. It's a far tougher and more competitive match, I would say, than expected. May dominated early, all the way through picture-in-picture. Aminata then fired up, turning in a strong performance in her own. Ultimately, May stunted her comeback and scored the win, only to see her post-match promo interrupted by the debuting virtuoso Deonna Purrazzo. The former Knockouts champion hit the ring, joining May and Renee Paquette in the ring for some mic time. Purrazzo announced she was all late and told May to warn Timeless Tony that she's coming for the World Championship. And she said, "I'm not the messenger, so tell her yourself, bitch," which was a great line. It earned her a big kick as Purrazzo stood toward the close of the segment. And yeah, that's a big addition to the women's division, with potentially Mercedes Moné coming in as well soon. The Virtuoso has been one of the best women's wrestlers for the past 3 years, and she's earned the notoriety of appearing on a bigger stage like AEW as well. So yeah, really excited to see what she can do. Yeah, a solid match, I think, that benefited both ladies in a post-match segment like this. Deonna versus Tony, it's going to be a great match. So yeah, definitely very hyped by this signing, indeed. Christian Cage then led a State of the Union address following his TNT Championship win over Adam Copeland at Worldsend. More important than anything he did was how the crowd reacted, drowning out Cage's words with the words of Luchasaurus, testimony to Tony Khan's handling of the Dino Mask Big Man of late as he continues to reluctantly follow the most despised man in the company. Shane Wayne was great in her limited mic, and Cage is typically excellent in his in a pretty uneventful segment, but you know how he thanked Nick Wayne, Shayna Wayne, and not Luchasaurus himself. And yeah, you can tell that the big Luchasaurus face turn's coming. I think with the way they booked it, that's all going to go down really nicely. Going to be a big pop when it happens. So yeah, I thought this was a pretty solid promo. Still don't think Copeland Feud's finished. But yeah, let's see where it goes, especially with Luchasaurus in the mix too. Before it's time for Darby Allin versus Takeshita. Takeshita defeated Allin in one of his strongest showings to this point. It was a more competitive and traditional match, but this was very much a showcase for Takeshi here, and an answer for everything Allin threw at him, and appreciated him with some impressively timed strikes. This was the best the Ace has looked since his victory over Omega, and felt very much like a return to form for the young star. The Don Callis challenged him and Sting to a match with Takeshi and Powerhouse on next week in Jacksonville, with the potential to hang the Icon's first loss in AEW only enhances what could be a significant stretch for the young potential face of the company's future. So yeah, this was a really solid match. I think Allin did a great job putting him over, and Takeshita, like I say, really looked back to his best here. I think definitely setting him up for big things in the coming weeks. So yeah, this was really, really good. Enjoyed it. 7 out of 10 from me. Before saw Trent Beretta, The Machine, Brian Cage, and Brian Keith and El Velkingo battle in a Continental Eliminator match, with the winner challenging Eddie Kingston on Collision. Beretta won a fast-paced, action-packed four-way match that saw him withstand a late push by Keith to score the victory and put up a showdown with Kingston. It's a big win for a guy who had been among the most underrated in AEW since day one. Beretta was a guy around who spots were booked around in the 0 hour, so it's not particularly surprising to see him score the win. When it goes here is ultimately a question of the answer on Saturday. Obviously, I expect Kingston to win, but yeah, it's a good opportunity to build up momentum, even if he won't win. And yeah, hopefully he just doesn't fade off into obscurity after this, like we've seen multiple times in the past. But I thought this was a fun match, kind of booked out of nowhere, but I'm definitely looking forward to the match on Saturday. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Before it was time for our main event, it was Daniel Garcia versus Swerve Strickland. But before that, an enraged Hangman Page interrupted a Renee Paquette interview with Matt Menard and vowed to beat Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, or any member of the Undisputed Kingdom down. In the ring though, they thoughts built on the momentum they built in recent weeks, and this match was as good as talent would suggest, with Strickland scoring an ultra competitive win, keeping his championship aspirations alive. After the match, Switchblade and Nana attacked Garcia before Page hit the ring. He came face to face with Swerve before a brawl broke out. Referees and securities pulled them apart. It was a great hot finish to the show, and one that insanely ties up the title scene, with Adam Cole, Wardlow, Swerve all going for it, Hangman as well. Multiple moving pieces, intertwining storylines, and fresh finishes in the title picture. A great match as well. And a great conclusion to the show. This gets 7 out of 10 for me. Like I say, really, really good stuff. Overall, AEW Dynamite gets a 7 out of 10 from me. A really good episode of Dynamite for me this week. I thought probably one of the strongest episodes of Dynamite in a long time. And yeah, I think AEW, off the back of Continental Classic, off the back of Worldsend, really are starting to get back to their best, I feel like. Some really high quality action, good storytelling on this show. A massive debut in Daniel Peraza. What's not to like? But anyway, guys, that's it for you. Thanks so much for the like, share, subscribe. As always, daily wrestling, subscribe to the channel, I greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.